Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson is the talk of the night. Everyone's talking about Nicholas Jackson. He's on his way to Newcastle, apparently. He's on his way to Newcastle, and I say apparently because talks have started. Yeah, talks have started. There's been a lot of rumors, a lot of gossip, a lot of, this and that from all the different journalists, but it does look like actual, tangible talks have begun. And I'm going to be showing you that information in just a moment. But lads, hit the like button on this video if you're enjoying my content, and I love the support I've been receiving from you guys on my content recently. So thank you all for that. Subscribe if you are new, and please follow me on TikTok. If you're watching on TikTok, hit that follow button. Okay, so let's have a look at a tweet from Ben Jacobs in regards to Nicholas Jackson. So this is the tweet from Ben Jacobs, and he says, more on Nicholas Jackson and Newcastle. Initial talks have already taken place. Chelsea are prepared to sanction an exit. Newcastle were fully focused on Benjamin Sesko, and we all know how that turned out, but are now considering whether to make an approach. Chelsea value Jackson at around £80 million, which makes sense, considering what Sesko is going for. I reckon Nicholas Jackson is just as good, if not better. At least he's Premier League proven. You know that catchphrase, Premier League proven? Well, I think Jackson is that. All right, let's discuss this in more detail. Okay, so Fabrizio Romano also spoke about this, and I've posted a video clip on my shorts, which kind of explains the whole situation with Nicholas Jackson. But in a nutshell, Romano and Ben Jacobs, Ornstein, they all agree that there is serious talks going on between Newcastle and Chelsea Football Club. Now, Chelsea have always had a position where we will, consider a substantial offer for Nicholas Jackson. We're not desperate to sell him. We don't really want to sell him. He is an important part of the squad. We do need to have at least three strikers in the team, in the squad, and he's part of the plan. He is part of Memesco's plan for the next season. So if you want him, tempt us, give us a good deal, give us a good price, and I think the £80 million evaluation is a reasonable one. Yeah. Well, we've got to say that we're Chelsea fans. So, no, I mean, seriously, £80 million, considering what Cisco is, going for, I think it's not a bad deal for Newcastle. No, yes, I know Newcastle fans are not happy about this. I've spoken to a couple. They're not happy about this. They do rate Nicholas Jackson. They do think he's a good player, but I think they want to see a fee in around the £60 million mark. But I think Chelsea will not accept that. Not on the back of the Sesko transfer. I think Chelsea are entitled to demand more. They're within their right to demand more for Nicholas Jackson. And looking at what's available on the transfer market right now for Newcastle, I don't think they have a lot of options. I think Nicholas Jackson would be a fantastic addition to their team. I think he would be definitely a player that would enhance their team, especially now that Isak is on the way out. Isak will be going somewhere soon for a lot of money. So they are going to be able to do this. I mean, Newcastle can do this anyway. They don't need the Isak money to be able to buy Nicholas Jackson. Financially, they are quite secure, quite stable. Yeah. But let's see what happens. But I have a sneaky feeling Nicholas Jackson will be sold and he will be going to Newcastle for a substantial fee. Now, this one would be profit. Nicholas Jackson, I think, would make us profit. We had Dewsbury Hall signed for Everton, Ugochukwu, Burnley, Carney, Dortmund, possibly. Sterling, somewhere. Fulham, Saudi Arabia. No. Pick your poison, I guess. I don't know where he's going to go, but Sterling is on the way out as well. Disasi, there's a ton of players, lads. I read somewhere today that Chelsea have already made 129 million in sales. 129 million in sales. Potentially, we could surpass that, maybe even double it by the end of the transfer window. I know you're all waiting on Xavi Simons news. You're all waiting on. Actually, you're waiting on Xavi Simons news, but I don't think you're all waiting for. What's his name? Forgot his name now. Garnacho. I don't think you guys are waiting for Garnacho news. I don't think a lot of us want to see Garnacho, but I have a sneaky feeling that he is also on the way in. Let's see what happens, lads. But yeah, I wanted to give you this update. I don't know, but I for some reason, I think I might be recording another video before the end of the night. I have a sneaky feeling we're going to get some big news in the next hour or so. I don't know. We'll see. But if something does happen, I will post the video, I promise. I posted a video at 1 p.m. last night. But yeah. But anyway, I don't want to be talking on this video for too long. If you've made it to the end, thank you. Big up to you. And much love, much respect. I will catch you on my next upload. Take care. Stay safe. Peace.